Hey guys, and welcome to Clash Entertainment TV. Today we're on Nelson Mandela birthday at a gala dinner organized by Blue Sky Village, a organization set out to end poverty across the world. Today we have people from all different kind of genres. We have people within business, we have people in the music, film, all kind of industry you can think about. We love people that support charity, especially the areas that really need the development. Stay tuned while we interviewing some of these people. We have the voice winner, most of you may know him, and some other more celebrities, so just stay tuned and we'll be right back. So welcome back, and I'm here with Jimmy from Tree Lines.
UK Three Lions.
UK Tree Lines. And he's one of the supporters here to support the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner. So, how are you feeling today?
I am just buzzing. I'm feeling the vibes, the enthusiasm coming from this lovely lady. Nelson Mandela still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see your movement is like all upbeat. Yeah. Is that because of me?
It's because of you, darling. She's got some powerful radiance. But I'm telling you guys, this is a fantastic place. Nelson Mandela, we're celebrating his life here tonight.
Definitely. So, what do you think about the Blue Sky putting on this event in remembrance for Nelson Mandela on his birthday to support the poverty across the world and in third world country? What do you think about that?
I think it's important that these kind of works are happening on a regular basis. Why? It starts to make people think about the priorities. You know, we've all got 9 to 5 jobs and that kind of thing, but we have to make the difference, and making the difference starts from somewhere. And with Blue Sky, yeah, that's where it starts from, I think.
Yes. Yeah. And talking about charity, you were talking about your own charity itself. Could you give us more information about that?
Well, what's happened is I call us like the proverbial A-team. My charity is called UK Three Lions. We travel around the world. We're a bunch of celebrities, singers, artists, presenters, and we travel around the world doing concerts and football games with the idea of raising money and also raising awareness for little charities in the countries that we do it in, be it Russia, UK, Gambia, that kind of thing, yeah.
Okay, sounds very interesting, but what are the kind of people who will see this and want to help you? How can you get these people involved?
Well, put it this way, we started from scratch a few years ago, and at this present moment in time, we are known by the Vice Prime Minister of Russia, the President of Gambia, so I think we're not doing too bad. We've got a few guys off the X Factor, a few guys off The Voice, and it's not really about the celebrity status. It says our motto is humility, charity, discipline, and excellence.
Okay, really great. And I do like it because it's combined two things that people like, music and football.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You get to the hearts, get to the mind, music and football, and then later on you bring your agenda in. That's it.
Okay,
you got it.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
And I feel very nicely accosted by this young, beautiful girl here. I'm happy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul Sunday. I'm on my way. Please stop me now, and you can do the same. What have you done today to make me feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud?
So welcome back to Clash, and I'm here with Orlando, one of the, what would you say?
Entrepreneur, impresario, little man with glasses, yeah.
Yeah, you know it. And he's here today to support the Nelson Mandela birthday gala dinner. So tell us more about why you're here today, because you're here as one of the main celebrity guests.
Okay.
Yeah, so could you tell us more about that?
As a black man, obviously there's certain people that you look up to, and Nelson Mandela is like the leading icon, the kind of person that makes us, inspires us to do what we have to do. He's a legend, he's an icon, he's somebody that we look up to, somebody that we worship, Nelson Mandela.
Yeah,
he's almost like a,
Definitely, I think that, well, every black person should look up to Nelson Mandela, and if you should use his name to do a dinner like this as what the Blue Sky have done. It is something that is aimed to raise money out there, and they're doing something good because they're helping to help poverty around the world.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that, the charity itself helping?
I think anyone that helps anyone else who's disadvantaged, someone who's like hasn't got as much going on as for themselves, is an absolutely fantastic project. The Blue Sky project, Blue Village project, is absolutely brilliant. I think the idea, the concept is fantastic.
Definitely, I think so. So what is next for you?
For myself, I've got a couple of shows coming up at the O2. We've got one of our reggae legends, John Holt. We've got 2 sold nights for him at the beginning of August. We've got a ship cruise going to France at the end of November, and Billy Ocean, Beverly Knight, and Justin Brown as well. A few things.
So busy. Busy.
Busy.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. To the stage.
Kiss.
Kiss. Two kisses. So then stay tuned. I will be interviewing some more people. Don't go anywhere. So welcome back. And I'm here with the lovely Annette B, singer, entrepreneur, soul singer. Wow, she's going to tell us more about it.
reggae, gospel singer.
Okay, and the list goes on. And she's here today to help support the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner on his birthday, organised by the Blue Sky Village. So tell us more about why you're here today.
Well, I'm here to support the cause because what they're doing is absolutely amazing. And the more people that get on board will only help the cause, you know.
We have a lot of people here today to support. We have people down there, we have a lot of people up here, and it's a good turnout to add this. So we know that Blue Skies is here to help the poverty around the world and mainly Africa. So what would you say to people out there about charity and all that?
Go onto their website and find out more about what they are doing because it's phenomenal. This is just the beginning, and their vision is that it's going to go worldwide, and it's just an awesome concept.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I should mention it is like 31 degrees today.
I know, it's boiling.
Imagine, it's like 50 degrees here today. I'm sweating. But let's not forget, let's answer what is up next for you? What's there for Annette B?
I'm in the process of recording a new single, which will be coming out in the near future.
Okay.
And in the process of making a music video to go with the single.
That's really good. I'm open to look forward for that. So if people out there want to know who you are, want to listen to your music, want to book you, how can they get in contact with you?
Say that again, sorry?
If people out there want to get to know who you are, how can they get the information needed?
They can hook me up on Facebook. My name's Annette B. You can Google me on YouTube. You can go to my website, Annette B Gospel. You know, and I used to sing Lovers Rock back in the day, so you can still hear the music on YouTube.
Well, enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
And you don't go anywhere. I'm sweating. So don't go anywhere. We're hot. We're hot. Okay, we'll be right back.
One of the great days in the history of South Africa. The leader of the African National Congress, Nelson Mandela, left Victor Vorster prison outside Cape Town a free man for the first time for 27 years. In 1964, he'd been sentenced to prison for life on charges of treason against the state. He'd spent most of his time in the notorious prison on Robben Island off South Africa's southern coast. His wife Winnie was with him as he walked out to freedom, cheered by the small crowd the police had allowed close to the jail. Later in Cape Town, it was a different story. 50,000 people turned out to greet their hero, who was taken to stay at Bishop's Court, Archbishop Tutu's residence on the slopes of Table Mountain. It could hardly have been a greater contrast to the grim conditions the ANC leader had lived in for so many years. His first words in public for a quarter of a century were greetings to the world in the name of peace, democracy and freedom for all. He thanked those who campaigned on his behalf through the years and praised President de Klerk as a man of integrity. But he also warned that political protest must continue until all black South Africans were free and equal partners with the whites. At his first press conference, he was asked for his impressions of South Africa and about the welcome he'd received.
I must confess I am unable to describe my emotions. I was completely overwhelmed by the enthusiasm. It's something I did not expect. And I would be merely rationalizing if I told you that I am able to describe my own feelings. It was breathtaking. That's all I can say.
I'm here with the lovely Mary Martin, London, and I'm wearing a dress. Do you like it? Yeah?
February London Fashion Week.
Okay, so as I mentioned to you, we're here at the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner to support the Blue Sky Village. So tell me why you're here.
I'm here because I love Nelson Mandela and the food was great.
So she's only here for the food and because she loves Nelson Mandela. That's all I got from that. But nevertheless, she's here to support the charity and the cause.
Yeah.
So how have you found it today?
I found it very organized, well organized. Everybody here seems to love Nelson Mandela,
Definitely.
just like I do myself. And it's great to see Shanice in one of my dresses, as usual. And basically, the food was amazing.
The only thing I can hear is the food. The food was amazing. Yeah, Mary only came for the food. Right?
No, I came.
I'm joking. She knows I'm joking.
I came because it's Nelson Mandela Day, and I love Nelson because he did a lot for, freedom and the black people. And I love Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, people for our colored that had the choice to free voice, right?
Yeah.
Freedom. Yeah. Well, Mary's going to enjoy the rest of the night. We have a lovely concert behind us, people singing, so just stay tuned and you will see more of that. So don't go anywhere and we'll be right back. Bye.
We want security and a stake in society. Above all, my Lord, we want equal political rights, because without them, our disabilities will be permanent. I know this sounds revolutionary to the whites in this country because the majority of voters will be Africans. This makes the white man fear democracy. But this fear cannot be allowed to stand in the way of the only solution which will guarantee racial harmony and freedom for all.
So welcome back, and I'm here one of the guests today at the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner, and she's going to tell us more about her experience here and what she thinks about it so far. So how are you?
Hi, fine. It's really cool, really good fun, yeah.
And before we go any further, what's your name?
Helen.
Helen. Okay.
From Cornwall.
From Cornwall. Ellen from Cornwall. Okay, what do you think about today, the whole concept of the organization setting this platform to help end the poverty around the world, especially in Africa? What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a brilliant venue to stage something like this, and it's brilliant to get so many people and just to listen to all the speakers and learn about the Blue Sky Village, which I knew nothing about.
And it's really good to use the Nelson Mandela on his birthday to do something like this, because we have more people coming out to support him. We know that people dedicate their life to supporting Nelson Mandela. They looked up to Nelson Mandela, and having an organization that set something around that to help poverty, it's really good. So, what do you do for charity in regards? Are you a good supporter of charity?
Well, we do sponsor a child actually in Tanzania. We have a child that we've sponsored for quite a few years now. So she's in her own village, and we every so often we send her stuff, and to help with her village and speak. And she regularly writes to us through her mum,
which is really good because we have a lot of children out there that want to have a better future but don't have the resources or the help to do that, and I think that's really admirable about you.
I mean, we send her all the time. I send her clothes, but also it's a lot of writing material and stuff like that. And then her mum writes back to us really, but they're having a fun, they've got quite a good life in their village, but this just helps in the school, which is brilliant. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Helen from Cornwall, for today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
I will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, so just stay tuned, and we may have some more interviews and stuff. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Take care. So welcome back, and I'm here with these two lovely girls dressed in black. And they're here today to support the Nelson Mandela Gala Dinner, as what we mentioned to you. I'm not going to stop doing that. Nelson Mandela Gala Dinner, organised by the Blue Sky Village. So they're going to tell us why they're here today. So how are you?
Fine, thank you.
And you?
Hi, I'm very good, thank you very much.
Yeah, so what I want to know is why you're here today to support this charity. Why did you come out, well, not the charity, but the whole organisation, the event itself. Why are you here?
I'm here today to support the charity, because it's always a good foundation that everyone is here coming together to support the charity, and obviously to get as much money as possible for Rwanda. And it's always a good organisation when it comes to charity. Everyone here as a community to help each other out. That's what we like.
We do that. And we know that this charity is helping people around the world, and as she said, raise enough money. And if we do that, we can help people within Africa and other places around the world. What do you think about the Blue Sky Village doing something like that?
I think it's amazing. I mean, every little helps, really. And at the end of the day, if we're not doing it, who else is going to do it?
Well, you're helping today by buying a ticket and coming to enjoy the rest of the night. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the night speaking about that. And they were all shy to come on camera. Don't know why. They're pros. So just enjoy the rest of the night. And, well, I hope to see you at many more events.
Thank you, darling. Nice to meet you.
Well, and I'm Sinead reporting for KLASH Entertainment TV. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back. But welcome back to KLASH Entertainment TV, and I'm here with John, one of the speakers here today at the Nelson Mandela Foundation Gala Dinner, I should say, with the Blue Sky. Not to get that, Blue Sky. And he's going to tell us more about why he's here, what his speech about, and more about who he is and don't. And you're from the Big Issue.
Yeah, I'm the co-founder of the Big Issue. I started the Big Issue 23 years ago.
Really?
We work all over the world. We work in Africa, we work in Asia, we work in Australia, North and South America, and in Europe. And the idea is that we give people work so they don't get into trouble.
Okay.
So the idea is to stop them involving their lives in the police and all that stuff.
I do know that, because that's something that I'm dedicated to doing also. Helping young people like myself to grow up, become something so that they don't go steal. We have too much teenage pregnancy and all that, but enough of that for now. You are here today to support the Blue Sky, the Nelson Mandela, and you had a speech today. Could you tell us more about that?
Well, I was asked by Nicky Karim, who started the Blue Sky Village. I introduced him to the Rwandan High Commission in London, and they got on very, very well, and they then started to do a project which is about creating a village in Rwanda, which is about work, which is about developing projects and developing, crops and all that. So I got kind of involved in that, and then Nick asked me to come along and talk about Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Now, Nelson Mandela is everybody's hero, except for mine.
Really? Why is that?
Well, because I spent too many years listening to all these people telling me that he was so perfect. And yet when I read his book, I realized he wasn't very perfect.
Well, no one is perfect.
I know, and that's right. He was like me. I'm an ex-offender. I'm an ex-racist. I'm an ex-homeless person. I'm an ex-rough sleeper. I'm an ex-user of drugs and drink. And when I read Nelson Mandela's story, I thought, this guy is a bit like where I come from. He's weak, he's lost, but he's strong, and he becomes strong. So what I talked about tonight was, don't put people on a pedestal.
No, no one should do that.
Because if you want to destroy people's work and their historical significance,
definitely
put them on a pedestal,
yeah, because
glorify them. And I don't take glory. A lot of people try and glorify me because I'm a really important guy, and I have to say that because I'm not very modest.
I think if you put people on a pedestal, then they will actually work harder. If they fail, they will feel more likely to just fail and just leave it. But if not, they will work harder, and that's what I think. What is your thought?
What was so good about Nelson Mandela, and it took me a long time. I was asked 10 or 15 years ago when he first came out of prison to meet Nelson Mandela and shake his hand in the South African embassy in Trafalgar Square. I didn't want to do that.
Why?
I didn't want to meet somebody who was some kind of Jesus Christ figure. I didn't want to meet anybody because I was a person from the underclass who got out of the underclass.
Yes.
And I wanted to meet real people, not people who every white person who felt sorry for the crimes that they committed in Africa. I didn't want to get involved in that. I haven't committed crimes in Africa.
So you didn't want to feel sorry about what white people has done for the black people back in slavery and all that?
But you know, it was a very short time ago, maybe a month ago, when I was with some people from Taiwan and they asked me, who are my heroes? And I suddenly realized that Nelson Mandela was my hero because what he did was
Why?
he said, I'll tell you why, because what he did was universal and bigger than any political party has ever done, any political system. He said, if you spit on my children and you harm my children, I will not harm your grandchildren. So what he did was he said, we have to break the hatred barrier. And he, more than any person, you look at Israel and Palestine, there are people who are killing each other because of what has happened.
They need to stop that.
Sorry?
No, I'm saying people need to stop killing people. Have you seen that plane that they just bombed? Something like that.
You've got to stop. If you really hate people, then you're going to hurt them because they hurt you.
Yeah.
And what Nelson Mandela says, I may have spat on your children, but we have to stop people spitting on our grandchildren.
Yes, definitely. We need to stop
And
it
I
at
love
some
that
point.
idea. Let's break the system that means that because I hurt you, your family have to hurt me, which will then lead to more blood and more violence and more aggression.
But I really think that people lives by that. No, if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt your cousin, I'm going to hurt your brother, I'm going to hurt your mom.
My family are London Irish, Spanish. We come from two cultures. If you do anything against us, we will murder you if we get the chance.
And that's not good,
therefore,
is it?
we are always fighting. We're fighting with the past. Someone did something in the past, and we then end up
in the future
doing the same thing to somebody's grandchildren.
But I don't think that will ever stop, because at the end of the day, everybody...
Nelson Mandela did more than any other human being in the history of human civilization.
Definitely. Because what he did, he started a revolution before he went to jail.
It's a revolution.
He was doing it when he was in jail, and when he came out, he became the the president for South Africa, and he started up again. And that's something that black people look up to. That's something that white people look up to. That's something that all races look up to. They're not looking up because he's black. They're looking up because he's a hero, he's a leader, he's somebody out there that's helping young people to look up and be like, this is not what people should be doing. People should be loving one another, I should say. People should be helping children to have a better future, and that's what I thought that he was doing. What do you think about that?
I think you really explained what we need to be doing. What we need to be doing is forgiving the past, because if we don't forgive the past, we can never live the future. Never. You will be harming me because I did something against your grandparents.
Well, I think I've had too much about today. Could you tell us more about your organization and what it's out there to do? Because Melvin was explaining to us, so can you give us more information about that?
But you know, the interesting thing is that if you look at all the major religions, they always tell us, whether it's Islam, Christianity, Jews, they always tell that the greatest quality of any religion is forgiveness. Yet we don't do it. And to me that is...
Well, anyway, this is today, and the future, the past is the past, and we're going to move towards the future and hoping that people can look up to that. But thank you very much, John, and I hope to interview you one-on-one. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back. Take care. Welcome back, and I'm here with Alistair, and he's here to support the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner, supported by the Blue Sky Village. So how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you. So why are you here today, and how have you found it so far, the whole experience?
Well, really, we're here tonight to support the Nelson Mandela Foundation, because this is something in association with Nelson Mandela Foundation, and of course to support as well the major project that they're going to do in Africa. For me as an African, and number two as a Nigerian, anything that promote Africa is something that I want to feel that we can associate ourselves with. But apart from that, Nelson Mandela has been the father of the African continent, and may his soul rest in peace. And so for younger generation coming that are Africans, people who are into community building, into leadership building, this is a mentoring scheme whereby a lot of people have gathered information and shared experience around the name Nelson Mandela. So I guess that's the reason why we're here as well tonight.
Well, I think it's a really good way of promoting the old Blue Sky organizing itself, surrounding it around the Nelson Mandela, because today is his birthday, and to have a gala dinner supporting and remembering him, and also raising money for helping the poverty back in Africa and around the world. I think that's really good. So since we've covered that, why you're here and more about Nelson Mandela, could you tell us more about who you are?
Oh, well, my name is Alistair Shirley. I'm technically an entrepreneur. I set up the first black TV station in Europe called Ben Television.
So you're on Ben TV, and you may know that because, Pauline Long.
Right, so I started Ben Television, which is on Sky Channel 182. And apart from that, I support things to do with the African community. I support things to do with the Nigerian community. And in terms of leadership, we mentor upcoming leaders, young businessmen. And just the same way that we're receiving mentorship from other people who are more experienced than us in the field of business and entrepreneurship.
And I think that's really good. But could you tell us more about why do you support charities? Because as we know, we're here at a charity event. As you said, you're helping black people, you're helping the black community, you're helping young children. So why do you support charities? Tell us more about the background and why you do it.
I think the main reason why is because I'm been supported as well when I started.
Yes.
Somebody believed in the vision of that of having a representation of African community, of black community in the United Kingdom. So as I receive their mentorship, as I receive their own support, and we are where we are as of today, I feel it is a privilege for us as well, if we can, to render support to charity, and not just any charity, but a charity that you actually believe likewise have mentored and build other people. And I guess giving back to the community. So I think this is something that we believe in, because by giving, you hopefully too will be receiving from others.
Yeah, I think that's really good, because what you've got and where you have been giving back to the community so that they actually can become somebody like who you are today, or even better and bigger, to help back to the community. I think that's a really good. But could you tell us more about, like, is it only the Afro-Caribbean community you help, or do you just in general, or are you just helping back the whole Afro-Caribbean? Because we do have a lot of charities out there that support. We have Asia, we don't really have a lot of Caribbean charities, but we do have a lot of African charities. So Is that the only kind of people that you support, Afro-Caribbean?
Not really, but charity begins at home. And there's more lag within the African Caribbean community than in other community. So my primary aim, first and foremost, where I can and where my team can, where my company can, is to support the people that are much more nearer to us, people we understand, and people that understand our language. But nevertheless, if there's any that comes to us and we have the opportunity to be able to support them, we will definitely support it. On our own platform, for example, as a media, we have worked with the Asian community, we work with the Indian community, we work with the Chinese community, especially because we were the first ethnic media TV station. So at that time, almost everybody kept coming to us, and now, of course, most of them has grown up. Most of them has their own platform. So that allows us again to concentrate more fully within the African Caribbean community. Those are our people, and as much as we can, we will definitely do so.
Thank you very much for today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And this is Sinead Thompson, and we'll be right back. So welcome back, and I'm here with the lovely singer, Jermaine. He's the winner of The Voice, and he's going to tell us more about who he is, but mainly why he's here today to support the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. As you said, I'm Jermaine Jackman from The Voice, winner of The Voice. 19 years old, and it's so amazing to be here to celebrate Nelson Mandela, his life, his work, and to inspire a generation. And that's the examples of his life, and what we can learn from his life is that it's very transferable, so we can teach it to our young people, empower them, and say that you can be the next Nelson Mandela, and make them believe that.
Definitely, and it's a good way that the Blue Sky came up with something like this to incorporate the Nelson Mandela birthday and also their charity to help in the African communities, well, the black community. So what do you think about the whole charity itself?
The whole charity is a great initiative. I support it 100%. Creating homes and schools and villages in Rwanda is absolutely fantastic. And I back them 100%. I send my proudest congratulations to Heather Small for making the journey from Barbados down here to make this event, and it's absolutely great. A great turnout, great guests, distinguished guests, VIP, celebrities. So it's fantastic, and I'm so proud to be here. Great people to be around as well, to share that common knowledge of loving Nelson Mandela and what he stood for.
Definitely. But thank you very much. I know we can't keep you too long, and I'm very glad that we have you on the show. So we'll be right back with some more interviews, but thank you to Jermaine, and we'll see you in a minute. Bye. So we're here with the ever so gorgeous Pauline Long, one of the speakers here today at the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner, supported by the Blue Sky. So how are you today? Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm good. I'm fabulous. I'm enjoying myself. Hey!
I can see that.
Gala day! Woo!
I can see that. Did you enjoy putting this, telling people about who you are and why you're here today to support it? Did you enjoy doing that?
Absolutely. I enjoyed it. You know, I stand for justice, I stand for peace, I stand for human love. So today, for me, Nelson Mandela Day is a very, very special day because Nelson Mandela stood for what I stand for.
Yeah. And especially the whole charity itself is surrounded by the Nelson Mandela Day, remember him for his birthday and all the courages that he has done, and also having people come out and support them, and also giving money back to the charity to help poverty around Africa. So what do you think about the whole concept of that?
I think, you know, Africa has been painted as a begging bowl for so many years. Yes. You know, people want to donate instead of invest.
Yes, definitely.
So Blue Sky Village is investing, is a partnership with Africa.
Yes.
They're not donating. They're not telling them, you know, beg us, you know, come with a bowl. They're investing, they're introducing products which the people from the village are actually making the decisions on these products. So for me, it's very, very important because you got to give somebody a fishing rod, not just a fish, you know?
Definitely.
So
it's helping them build their community so that they can build who they are, build their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, the community product, and I think that's really good. And that's something that you stand for, helping poverty, helping a lot of charities around Africa, and not only Africa, but the Caribbean. And I think that's really good.
Yes.
So I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes, I am going to enjoy it. You know, Heather Small has been performing Jermaine Jackman from The Voice performed. And as you can hear, some rock bands, rocking the whole place. So we're here, we're rocking,
Enjoy the night away.
Yes, yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Pauline, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. So don't go anywhere. We might have some more amazing interview coming up, and we'll be right back. And I'm Sinead. Take care. So thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy what we have brought you today on Nelson Mandela Birthday at the Nelson Mandela Gala dinner supported by Blue Sky. So just stay tuned, and if you want to visit us, go to www.KLASHentertainmenttv.com. That's with a K and not a C. And if you want to be on our show, it's info@shanicedumpster.co.uk. Just stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care.